Business Report brought to you by Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
Former Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Finance, William Lane, believes in order for public accountability to improve, it has to start with major reforms in key areas. He made the comments during a public accountability seminar at the Savannah Hotel, hosted by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Barbados.
We'll be sitting here 50 years from now debating this MSU. So the first thing we have to do is strengthen the Public Accounts Committee, give it teeth. And as people, we must demand that from our political leaders. There's an election around the corner, and we must get a commitment from the leaders, currently the leader of the opposition. If you win the election, you will empower the Public Accounts Committee, because we must have good governance as a country. Because good governance will mean that we are spending our money wisely and we are not taxed to the hilt.
Mr. Lane also believes that major reform of the public sector must also be a priority.
Reform the public sector in a meaningful way. The government has to be, a new government has to be committed to reform the public sector. The public sector will not reform itself. It is a large organization like an amoeba, right? So through mitosis and cell division, it will splinter all the time and recreate itself. So it has to be reformed from outside. Unless you reform the public sector, reinvent government, again, we are not going to make any impact. The world is moving fast, and we're not going anywhere.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism and International Transport, Donna Cadogan, says the world travel market gives Barbados a major boost in letting the world know what is happening in the island and in terms of its tourism product, events and attractions. She made the comments on the sidelines of the 37th World Travel Market 2017, which took place this week in London.
I always say that Barbados is not competing against the region. Barbados is competing against the rest of the world. And at World Travel Market, we do have a prime opportunity to showcase everything that we are doing in Barbados in terms of tourism development. We can talk about the airlift, we can talk about the new products we have on the market, the work we have been doing, the work that our hotels have been doing in terms of upgrading their properties. We have had over 40 hotels upgraded within the last 2 years, which is significant in terms of future development and future prospects of growth in tourism in Barbados.
Ms. Cadogan, who headed the delegation to the travel market, adds that Barbados has benefited from very good mileage arising from the event.
As head of the delegation, we're making sure that we meet with all of our tour representatives in the UK. As you know, the United Kingdom is our major source market, although it is being challenged to some extent by the United States, but Barbados' emphasis continues to be on the United Kingdom market. So again, we are extremely happy to be here, and we are putting our full efforts in tourism behind World Travel Market 2017.
Time now to take a look at how stocks traded on selected exchanges across the region.
We get started in Jamaica, where Jamaica Broilers Group was the volume leader with 740,517 units, and they were followed by Supreme Ventures Limited and Cable & Wireless Jamaica Limited. In Trinidad and Tobago, JMMB Group Limited was the volume leader with 188,500 shares changing hands for a value of $395,789.10. They were followed by Trinidad Cement Limited and NCB Financial Group Limited. And in Barbados, Banks Holdings Limited was the volume leader, trading 5,380 shares at $7.10 each. And they were followed by Fortress Caribbean Property Fund Value Fund and Fortress Caribbean Property Fund Development Fund.